Hello FPL managers and welcome to our Game Week 5 preview. Let's start this episode with some stats and facts. Did you know that Marcus Rashford has scored 3 Premier League goals against Leicester? Against no side has he netted more in the competition. Joshua King has been directly involved in 7 goals in his 7 Premier League matches against Everton with 4 goals and 3 assists. Ashley Barnes has had 31% of Burnley's shots in the Premier League this season with 15 out of 48. Only Norwich City's Timo Pukki has had a higher share of his team's attempts with 34%. Southampton have won their last 2 away matches in all competitions without conceding a goal. They last won 3 on the road without conceding in March 1986. Arsenal have won their last 3 Premier League meetings with Watford, keeping a clean sheet each time. The Hornets were the only side to fail to score against the Gunners last season. Norwich have faced the most open play shots in the Premier League this season, 54, and conceded the most open play goals, 9, while Man City have attempted the most shots in open play, 62, and scored the most open play goals, 13. For clean sheets odds, Liverpool, the Spurs, and Arsenal have the highest clean sheets odds in Game Week 5. Check out the rest of the list for the odds of all the other teams. Now let's talk about budget picks. Our Game Week 4 picks were Lanzini, Mount, and Soyuncu. For this week, Nick Pope from Burnley. Only Hugo Lloris 19 has made more saves than Nick Pope 17 so far in the Premier League. Although he's a goalkeeper, he averages 0.5 key passes per game, having delivered 2 already. Opponents Brighton failed to find the net for 2 matches in a row and are not yet well organized in attack. Next up, Daniel James. Among the breakout stars of the season, Daniel James is Manchester United's current top goal scorer with 3 goals. On the back of an additional goal for Wales during the international break, he seems to have become cemented in the starting lineup and becoming United's go-to source for goals with 6 shots on target and 2 chances created in 4 appearances. Alex Iwobi from Everton. After an impressive performance that was eventually rewarded by a goal last game week, Iwobi made another case for himself to be in the starting 11. Tactically speaking, he got himself into dangerous attacking positions where a striker should operate rather than a winger, and in a team struggling for goals, he may be the next one in line to change that. Very favourable fixtures as Everton face only 2 Big Six teams until December, including 5 games at home prior to that. Next up are our differential picks. 2 of our Game Week 4 picks were correct as we chose Haller 8 points, Abraham 13 points, and Laporte 1 point. To start off in Game Week 5, we have the newly appointed Man City captain David Silva. He has started the season in fabulous form with 4 assists in 3 starts. The international break, he had been resting for the past couple of weeks unlike many of his teammates as he retired from Spain's national team, so we expect him to start the next few games. If you need some more reasons to get him, he is so cheap compared to the likes of Sterling and De Bruyne, and even the likes of Bernardo Silva and Mahrez. He also makes a great differential since he is owned by only 7.6% of managers. Lastly, Man City have some decent fixtures coming up from now and until Game Week 12. Next we have the Brazilian star Richarlison. For the past game weeks we've seen nearly 200,000 managers transfer him out and his ownership is now at just 7.2%. Richarlison rewarded those who remained loyal to him after his 3 blanks in a row by hauling 15 points against the Wolves. Lastly this week we have the Ivorian Nicolas Pepe. One of the things you want to do in FPL is getting players you think will fire up before everyone else notices them, and we think Pepe can be one of those. Arsenal have a run of winnable games coming up, with only one of the following 12 matches being against a top 6 team. Let's also not forget that he stayed in London in order to improve his fitness rather than join his national team to play halfway around the world. Also, his personal stats look good. He has completed the most dribbles in the league in only 2 starts and he also got an assist. Keep in mind that his first start was against Liverpool away and the second was against Spurs at home. Imagine what he can do against weaker opponents. Plus, Pepe is third behind Kevin De Bruyne and Alexander-Arnold in the league for big chances created. He has had 12 goal attempts with 33% on target and had more final third touches than any other midfielder at Arsenal. Get him in before he starts firing, and with 22 goals and 11 assists last season, albeit in France, you know he will. Now let's talk about our top 4 players to watch for Game Week 5. 3 of our picks from last game week were successful, and they are Aguero, Oba, and Vardy. We kick off this week with Liverpool's right back Trent Alexander-Arnold. The England international had a brilliant game week 4 where he got a whopping 11 points after keeping a clean sheet and getting an assist, which could have been counted a goal. We feel optimistic about Arnold getting another big haul in game week 5 as Liverpool host Newcastle. Apart from the one clean sheet, Trent has 3 assists in 4 games and 14 attempted assists. Next we jump to another Liverpool player, Mo Salah. He has racked up 36 points so far, only 1 point behind Sterling and tied with Kevin De Bruyne. That's an average of 9 points per game, a pretty good start for the game's most expensive player. Salah has had 13 shots at goal, 6 on target, 6 big chances and 1 big chance created. He'll be facing a Newcastle side that conceded 53 shots at goal in 4 games, though only 15 more on target. Salah has been brilliant at Anfield so far, 3 goals and 1 assist in 2 games, and more of the same is expected in game week 5. We swiftly move to one of the standout FPL players so far, Kevin De Bruyne. The Man City midfielder is making a mockery out of that 9.5 million price, which has risen to 9.8. Kevin De Bruyne is yet to blank this season, getting 1 goal and 5 assists. The Belgian assist king is in outstanding form, has had 16 attempted assists in 4 games and has also had 12 shots at goal, 3 on target, with most of them coming from inside the box. In game week 5, City visit Norwich, who play an attacking football with an open defense, which could be a chance for Kevin De Bruyne to get his 3rd big haul in a row. Let's close off on a very high note with the high-scoring FPL player after 4 game weeks, Sergio Aguero. The Argentinian has managed to rack up 40 points in only 267 minutes. Aguero has definitely benefited from the Jesus injury after his 7 attacking returns, 6 goals and 1 assist. He is the highest amongst all FPL players. Aguero is also the only player to score a goal in every game week. He just can't stop scoring. He faces a Norwich defense that has conceded a league-high 10 goals and another league-high 26 shots on target. On the other hand, the Citizens have had 78 shots at goal with 30 being on target. Both are a league high. All of this points to Aguero, making his FPL managers very happy. Now let's finish off with our captaincy picks. This week's recommended captains are Aubameyang, Salah and Aguero. This is it for our Game Week 5 preview. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and visit our Facebook, Twitter and the website for daily tips and updates. Good luck to all and peace!